Welcome to our podcast, where we uncover the most important and interesting stories for you. In this episode, we'll discuss the shocking discovery of ancient microplastics in soil. In a groundbreaking discovery, microplastics have been detected in ancient soil samples for the first time. This discovery can potentially reshape how we preserve archaeological treasures. Researchers from the University of York have found microplastics in soil samples dating back to the 1st or 2nd century CE from layers more than 23 feet, 7.01 meters, deep. This finding challenges the assumption of pristine archaeological deposits. The study, published in Science of the Total Environment, identified 16 different microplastic polymer types in contemporary and archived soil samples, said the United Kingdom-based university in a statement. Microplastics are tiny pieces of plastic, smaller than 5 millimeters, 0.2 inches, which form as larger plastics break down, either by chemically degrading or physically wearing down into smaller pieces. These were commonly used in beauty products until about 2020, said the researchers. While the environmental and health effects of microplastics have raised concerns, this study also suggests they could prompt a rethink in archaeology. In recent years, there have been widespread concerns about microplastics in the environment and their impact on human health. This study, as per CNN, suggests that microplastics could also radically force a change in the entire field of archaeology. Preserving archaeological remains in situ has been the norm, but microplastic contamination could compromise their scientific value and trigger a potential shift in preservation strategies. John Schofield, a professor at the University of York, noted the significance of the findings and said, "This feels like an important moment, confirming what we should have expected, that what were previously thought to be pristine archaeological deposits, ripe for investigation, are in fact contaminated with plastics, and that this includes deposits sampled and stored in the late 1980s. We are familiar with plastics in the oceans and in rivers, but here we see our historic heritage incorporating toxic elements. To what extent this contamination compromises the evidential value of these deposits and their national importance is what we'll try to find out next," he added. David Jennings, chief executive of York Archaeology, explained the potential consequences of microplastic contamination on organic remains, such as those found at Coppergate in York. Our best preserved remains, for example, the Viking finds at Coppergate, were in a consistent anaerobic waterlogged environment for over 1,000 years, which preserved organic materials incredibly well, he said. The presence of microplastics can and will change the chemistry of the soil, potentially introducing elements which will cause the organic remains to decay. If that is the case, preserving archaeology in situ may no longer be appropriate. That's all from this podcast. Thanks for listening. We have many more such compelling episodes for you. Enjoy them. Do share your opinion in the comment box and subscribe to us for more.